MOJA Arts Festival is back for another exciting season. And in this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, I sit down with the program coordinator, Romaine Marion-Heyward. Let's rewind time to last Thursday. You know, the Office of Cultural Affairs actually tweeted this out on Twitter. It says, quote, "Don't rain on our parade. Who's coming out this evening?" As you know, Thursday was the beginning of the MOJA Arts Festival. And unfortunately, rain did damper your opening ceremonies.
It dampened our opening parade, but we still pressed on. We still had our reception outside at the courtyard at the Dock Street Theater, but it did dampen the parade.
But let's fast forward to Friday. The sun did come out for the reggae block dance, Romaine.
It did. A lot of people were a little worried about that, but it was beautiful weather. We had a nice crowd, a nice band. Things went really well.
Speaking of weather, as you know, that played a big part in Miss Patty Alston canceling her appearance at the MOJA Arts Jazz Under the Stars. She said the following, while the Office of Cultural Affairs said the following, quote, "We regret to announce that we have been notified by the Soul Kitchen and Barry Orris management that due to unforeseen complications and potential weather-related travel disruptions, Miss Patty Alston will not be able to appear in Charleston at the MOJA Arts Festival." Can you tell me what happened after that?
After that, we quickly regrouped. We decided we were going to do a free concert at the Cistern. We went ahead with the opening act was Max Moore and Oscar Rivers.
Oh yeah.
We went ahead with their concert. They did an hour performance at the Cistern, and then we followed it up with a group, the First Class Band, and it was a wonderful night. It was just a free event under the stars, and it turned out to be great.
And speaking of which, as you know, the festival is going well, as you know, and you guys said this in the program guide, quote, "We feel that we have once again planned a first-class festival with the top talent, diversified program offerings, educational and outreach program that will engage and inspire the entire community." So let me ask you the obvious. What else can we expect from MOJA this week?
Well, you know, there's a lot of things going on this week. We have a jazz boat ride today, and I'm not exactly sure when this is going to air, but today, and then Art Gilliard and Art Forms and Theater Concepts, they're celebrating 25 years in service in the community this year with a great play called Stick Fly. It's about an African-American family growing up in Martha's Vineyard, and it's a very affluent family with a lot of diversity and a lot of things going on. And he's going to kick it off with a reception on Friday night, a reception and gala right before the performance, and then it's going to run throughout the weekend.
Speaking of years, as you know, I believe, and please correct me, but you've been doing this for 3 years now.
4.
Wow.
This is my 4th festival, yes.
So what is it like to be Romaine Heyward, the MOJA program coordinator?
What is it like?
Yes, ma'am.
During this time of year, it's a little crazy to be me. You're drawn into a million different directions, but I love all the events that we have. I try to get to as many as possible. I like to talk to all of the people at most of the events. You know, it's a happy time.
Finish these sentences for me.
Okay.
This year's MOJA poster designer Marcus A. Maker is.
Yes, Marcus has been our graphic designer for the past 3 or 4 years, and we as the office came up with the idea of using Philip Simmons, one of his hearts, for the poster, and we had a wonderful photographer, Steve Lepre, photograph it for us, and he did a great job with the contrast with the rust behind it. I think it's wonderful. And what we were looking for is like a symbol of healing, a symbol of love, you know, going back to the Mother Emanuel tragedy and the other tragedies that happened in the area around during the summer. So we were just looking for something that symbolized healing for us, and that's what we felt that the heart did. It symbolized healing.
Mary Jo Raleigh is.
Mary Jo Raleigh is wonderful. Yeah, I love him, and I think he pulls together his city. I think he did a great job in that healing process during that time too. Unfortunately, this is probably his last year as presiding over the city while we have a MOJA, and we've been excited to have him as a partner all these years, and we're sad to lose him.
Herbert Fielding was.
Herbert Fielding was a legend. Herbert Fielding was like Mary Jo Raleigh, was a groundbreaking man. I mean, these two men they symbolize what Charleston is.
Right.
They truly do.
John
Orr.
Yes, ma'am.
John Orr. He was a MOJA coordinator and a wonderful friend, and I've known Mr. Orr probably as long as I can walk. And to me, the Orr family, they are all up on a pedestal to me. I mean, he was a great man. He helped anybody he could. He did a lot for the community, and he's greatly missed.
One place that you used to work was the Gilliard Center.
I don't remember him working at the Gilliard.
No, you.
Oh, yeah.
You.
Yeah, the Gilliard Auditorium.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
How would you describe the Gilliard Center?
The new Gilliard
Yes,
Center, it's very beautiful. They did exactly what they wanted to do. They made it a jewel in downtown Charleston. The interior is beautiful. I don't think anybody has any complaints about the exterior either. You know, it's going to be a world-class auditorium, and I can't wait for it to open at the beginning of next month.
Oh yeah, birthday month. Next year's MOJA Arts Festival will be.
Next year, it will be bigger and better.
Yeah.
We pride ourselves on learning from our mistakes, and we pride ourselves in learning from our successes too. So we can't announce anything right now, but we plan for it to be bigger and better.
That is awesome. Romaine Marion-Heyward, it's so good talking to you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome anytime.
I appreciate that.